Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling channel. Today we're going to be creating a figure using stencils. So most of the stencils, in fact I think all of the stencils used in this page are from Stencilgirl, which is an American company, but I know there's lots of Australian businesses that sell them as well. So I'm starting out in my Use It Up journal. You can see I've got lots of black on that page and I'm just sort of going in and playing around. So I'm starting off with a base coat of cheddar just to get some colour underneath, because I know I wanted to do a bit of a ghosting technique through my stencils to get some of that colour peeping through. So I'm now going in with some Finnabair liquid acrylics. So these are quite runny and fine. They work amazingly, especially doing this technique, but you do need to work quickly with them because they are so fine. They do dry quickly. So having a damp wet wipe and wiping through your stencil, and you get a beautiful effect. It's almost like having a stain over your page, which is really awesome. So because I'm working with acrylics and I want them each layer to be permanent, once I've finished rubbing through my wet paint, I then heat it up and set it so it's permanent. And that means I can then do the next part of my page. So for this one I'm using Dina Wakley paints. I'm using colour Marine, which is sort of a dusty petrol-y blue type colour, which I really love. And I'm again painting over the page, which you might think you've just done that stenciling, what are you doing that for? But I'm going to do exactly the same technique as I did before. So this again is a beautiful Stencilgirl stencil, and it's just a whole heap of text and words and so on, and it is fabulous for doing this technique. So you get sort of a reverse mask of the stencil, which I really love. So once I've rubbed it all away, then you can again do the same thing and heat set it. So while it looks quite dark and moody on that page, which I wanted, you can still see those peeps of the yellow and the red coming through. I'm also going back and cleaning off the page prior, because I don't put paper in between my pages, so sometimes it leaks onto the next page, but that's okay. So these are some a stencil, from Pam Caricature, I think. I can't remember, sorry. It's still Stencilgirl stencil. She does an awful lot of portrait stencils, so you'll find a whole heap of her stencils there. This is one of my favourites. I just love the striped neck on it. And it's a really easy stencil to continue on into sort of an abstract figure. What I've found with this, because this stencil is obviously a 6x6 stencil, and the stencil I'm going to use now, or this mix of a stencil and mask, is from Seth Apter, and because they're both the same size, they work together really well, so you get this beautiful masked body really, really easily without too much work. So to stencil it out, I'm using Night, which is a really dark navy neutral, which again sort of goes with those tones on the page, and you end up with this beautiful, really, really simple, it's just 2 stencils to make this figure. I'm just going around the edge just to sort of make it a full figure shape, so it makes a little bit of sense. And then again I'm just heat setting my paint so it all sticks together. So once I've finished that, cleaning up the paint so I don't lean it, because that's important too. I'm going in with my Steel Beelo oil pencil just to sort of outline the edge and make it stand out a little bit. I'm also going to use that as a little bit of shading to pop the figure out from the background. So to do that, it's a water activated pencil, and just by adding a little bit of water, you just get this instant sort of line that you can use as shadow or shading really, really easily. Again, doesn't take much work to make it look like you've spent hours doing a perfect shade to it. One of the things I do love with all my figures is to actually put the eyes in the figures. So, and you can see immediately by adding just that little bit of white into the eyes, it makes them pop out and it makes them suddenly the focus of the page, which is really important when you're looking at figures, to really highlight the eyes in some way, shape or form to make our eyes find them on the page. I'm also using my white pen just to highlight the letters and numbers on the page. Again, to pop them out from the background, because it is quite a dark page. I want to make sure that the important messages on the page get picked up, and you know, it's all about making it count. So that's basically it. It's a really simple page to do, just using a few stencils to create that page. There's no other tools, paint and stencils to create that. And you can come up with some really cool effects just by layering your paints, using wet wipes to wipe through the paint, and using masks and stencils effectively to create figures on your pages. So I hope you have a go at it. I will leave the link to the Stencilgirl shop in my description box below. But certainly if you just look for Stencilgirl, you can find lots and lots of their stencils around in lots of businesses across the world. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.